What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about if Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker will have cameos in The Last of Us show. Now, this was sparked, I won't lie, by the news that Jeffrey Pierce, who plays Tommy in the games, is going to be a reoccurring character in the show, okay? He's going to be playing a character named Perry, who is a rebel in a quarantine zone. Now, this news is a couple days old. This happened on Thursday, but it got me thinking, and it's something that I have thought and said numerous times. In fact, I've talked about with the Uncharted movie. Obviously, we know Nolan North literally was on set. He kind of gave like his seal of approval to Tom Holland. He thought that he did a really great job. He thinks that he's done a really great job, all that stuff. It would be the most, in my opinion, this is all my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine. It would be the most disrespectful thing in the world to not have Nolan North at least appear in the Uncharted movie. It doesn't have to be like the fifth name on the call card, right, or the call sheet. It doesn't have to be that. It doesn't have to be a character that's in it for multiple scenes. Literally a cameo, literally. And remember, a cameo could just be, it could be a 5-second thing, it could be a 30-second thing, whatever. As long as you do it, fine, right? I think it would be the most disrespectful thing on planet Earth to not put Nolan North in that. Now, the next thing would be Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker. Honestly, same thing. We know right now, literally right now, they're filming The Last of Us TV show. I hope maybe you guys can do some digging, and I'll do some digging as well. Wonder where Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker are right now. Now, again, I'm not suggesting, and I don't even think it's necessary, I really don't, to do what they did with Tommy, right? I don't think you need to make Troy Baker, again, like 6 on the call sheet, and he's in every episode, and he's in like a couple minutes, or same thing with Ashley Johnson. I don't think you need to do that, but, well, for a thing like this, too, it's got Walking Dead vibes, where it's like, Walking Dead has always kind of been a popular thing where it's like, well, you could throw, sometimes like Greg Nicotero will be a zombie, or, you could throw somebody semi-famous or somebody who maybe would want to as a zombie. It's kind of like a throwaway thing. I'll be honest, my personal opinion with that, I don't necessarily like that. It's just my personal preference. I can't give you like a little concrete thing of why I don't like it. I just kind of don't. If they have Ashley Johnson, dressed up as a clicker or like as an infected, zombie, or Troy Baker, same thing. Just to me, I don't really like that. I actually kind of do like the fact that maybe it's because they talk, and if you put them in a zombie or an infected, like an infected role, they're not talking anymore. They're not. Maybe it's still like you're kind of pretending like they are that character. Like if Ashley Johnson, kind of like has any sort of communication with, Joel or Ellie in the show, there's just something, I think, kind of like weirdly special about that. You know what I mean? Where it's like she gets to talk, you get to literally hear the voice. You know what I mean? She doesn't necessarily look like Ellie, at least in the first game. She does a little bit more in the second game. But you know what I mean? There's like, I don't know, there's like that presence there. And you don't necessarily get that, I think, if they're a clicker. Okay, and that's just my personal preference. But I'll say, personal prediction, I think the odds are pretty high. I also think just like, because Neil Druckmann is there as well, I don't know. I just think it would be, and maybe it's a hot take, I do think it would almost be disrespectful that it's like, well, they're like the game, there's a lot of people that made the game. You know what I mean? And so you could say, well, does every single one of them have to be in it? I guess, it's gaming industry is always kind of putting down those smaller people. You see their names in the end credits, and that's all you ever see, and literally people don't know who you are. You know who the directors are, you know who the big names are, and it's the same, it's the same thing for Hollywood, same thing for anything, right? Like, they're the face. Troy Baker is Joel, and Ashley Johnson is Ellie. And really, honestly, like, Ashley Johnson is Ellie, almost a bigger thing, because we all know what happens to Joel. At least Ellie is still around, right? That, like, they're big. They are the icons of it. And again, I don't want to say they make the game, because if we're really looking at it like that, obviously there's a lot of people. Like, is Neil Druckmann going to be in the game or in the show? Is Bruce Straley? Remember how important he was, that people seemingly just kind of forgot about him? He was so instrumental to not just The Last of Us, but also Uncharted 4 and past games even before that. I mean, are they going to be in it? So again, like, it's a little hard to talk about with that, but I think, considering they're literally actors in real life, I mean, that's what they do, is they act, and there's a show happening that is literally spawned partially and a big reason because of them. come on, throw in Ashley Johnson. Again, I would prefer as a speaking role. Throw in Troy Baker as a speaking role. Honestly, you could do the whole zombie thing, or the infected I was saying earlier, right? You could do that with other people. I don't necessarily need to see or hear Neil Druckmann in his normal form. Make him a clicker. I don't care. You know what I mean? So stuff like that. If you want to put people like that in that role, that's fine. But if they're doing this for Tommy, that's another thing too. I mean, literally, this is the second time, right? They're casting like they casted Marlene's actress. They're literally putting people from the game in, and they look more the part, I guess, right? Ashley Johnson being 38 is not the same as Ellie being much younger, especially in the first game. So like I understand that, but you could have her be something. Maybe this character Perry, right? Tommy's actor's character, which is odd to say that, right? A rebel in a quarantine zone. He's a reoccurring character. Who's not to say some people that maybe follow him is Ashley Johnson and Troy Baker. So again, just kind of thoughts. Thought it'd be fun to talk about, but I know it's probably setting yourself up for failure, and I get that by saying that I expect it, because then if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be disappointed, and I did that to myself, and I understand that as well. But I just think, again, with the respect that I hope is shown, I feel like, considering they're actors, you could throw them in there, it'd be a really cool thing. To not have them be in it as a cameo, I would argue is pretty disrespectful. Same way I would say Nolan North not being in the Uncharted movie, which again, huge reason why Uncharted is a thing. It's because of Nolan North. Not having him be in it as a cameo is, in my opinion, again, very disrespectful. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think those two will appear in the show? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. Leave this video a like, would definitely help it out as well. Thank you for watching, guys. I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.